Hang on.
What? Oh, G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here, and today, well, we're back with another Sunday question and answer video where every Sunday we get together. Trevor makes fun of me for waving my arms around too much, but pretty much, if you've got some questions about FPV, YouTube related, UAVfutures, drop them down in the comments below, and then every week, Trevor and myself and the slacker Crash Test Cal, who's not here today, we go through and we answer some of you guys from the community. We answer your questions. Now, we're going to jump straight in. Where's Cal today, Trev? What's he doing?
Isn't he here?
No, he's not here. He's not. We're not panning out. Cal is not here.
Oh, Cal's not here. What's up? What's Cal up to?
Yeah, what are you doing, Cal? You should be here, mate, you big slacker. So any words for Cal? I'm sure he's going to be watching this.
Yeah, bad luck, Cal. I hope you're working hard, mate.
Okay, I actually thought there was going to be some profanity there.
Yeah,
so
no,
nice, family-friendly Trevor. Is that what we're getting today?
That's it.
Grumpy Trev or family Trev?
No shit on me this time.
Anyway, enough rambling. Pretty much, let's jump right in and talk about some FPV questions. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you put your questions down below, because that's one of the best ways and some of our favourite videos where we can give back directly to you guys. Anyway, let's kick it off. This first one's from Russ Hunt. Cal is a good addition. Yeah, when he does turn up. What exactly is Devin? I'm from Texas. I have no idea. And the reason this question's come up is because I said to everybody out there, if Trev gets 1,000 subs on his channel, I'll flash a card to his channel up there. If he could get a 1,000 spike in subscribers over 2 days, I would eat a Devin sandwich for you guys. And Trev, did we get that?
We were 200 short.
So, nope,
Yep.
I don't have to eat a Devin sandwich, and I'm super excited because, or super relieved, because what do you think Devin is? Trevor, explain to the people. What is Devin? You put it on your sandwich, what is it?
It's just a bit of meat that you stick on a sandwich.
It's not really meat. It's like dog food, really fatty dog food that you feed to your kids on some... It's like the most unhealthy, cheapest meat you can think of. Think about like if you're in prison and they're going to send you a meat sandwich and they put this slab of some pale, pasty meat.
They get steaks in prison.
Preserved. Well, I don't know. That's how I imagine it. You know, you don't want to eat this. So a Devin sandwich, it's absolutely disgusting, and Trevor seems to like it. That's what he eats all the time. You're a big fan, aren't you?
Yeah, it's great stuff.
It's gross. Alrighty, moving on. Let's actually get on to some FPV-related stuff. Some stuff about UAVfutures. This one's about black spar gel. Black spar gel. When does the part 2 of how to build a 100 mph plus FPV racing drone for $180 come out? And I'm telling you, sometime soon. I had a bit of a break over Chrissy, and I have filmed half of it. I've kind of just got to edit it and put it together. But yep, that will be coming out soon as well. You don't have to answer that one, do you, Trev?
It's coming out soon.
This one's from Lee Hoyt. Hi Stu, Trevor and Cal. What would you suggest as the best beginner's drone on the market today? I actually need to check if I turn the microphone on. I know we talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, that was lucky.
And I think it's recording. Yeah, we're good.
You got fresh batteries in it?
Yes, I think so. Oh, kind of, mostly fresh. It's not going to go flat. Trevor, best beginner drone on the market today?
Oh, gee, that's a hard one. There's so many now that you could try. I really like the B-Flight.
Yep.
That's a good one.
So someone's coming up on a budget. Trevor, I want to get in pretty cheap. I'm a beginner. What should I buy? B-Flight?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Okay, I'm coming up and I'm happy to spend a little bit of money, but I'm a beginner in terms of skills. What should I buy?
Look, I don't think you go past the Armaton. Either the Chameleon, probably.
Okay, alright.
The Roost is probably a little bit out of their price range, but they want something that's not going to break. You're not going to break one of those in a hurry. If you do, you know. So
you wouldn't recommend any like little tiny quads or anything like that? You're going to jump straight into like the B-Flight or the Rooster?
Well,
or the Chameleon, whatever you said?
Yeah, well, that's what...
It just said best beginner drone on the market today.
Best beginner, well, I wouldn't buy a small one to start with.
Alright. I would definitely say I like the Fury B X215, but I know they did change the flight controller out in that. It used to have a Hollybroke Acoot in there when it was. That's when I reviewed it and it was really, really good. That has since changed, so yeah, I do think the B-Flight is pretty good. There is so many ready-to-flies though out there right now, so it's really hard to pick one, I would say, in the really cheap version. And I think if you were happy to spend a little bit more money, like Trevor said, like the Rooster or the Chameleon, something that can take an absolute beating in a tank, because you're going to be crashing an awful lot when you first get into the hobby, and you do want either a really, really reliable quad or a really, really cheap quad that's not too bad to replace all the time.
We're talking ready to fly, aren't we?
Yeah, talking like pretty much get up, ready to rock and roll. This one, moving on, this one's from Chris Croft. Chris Croft, anyway. What did GT use to build the micro track gates? So we're actually talking about the indoor, what's the name of that place?
The pit.
The pit in there, so that's Trevor's little underground pit. You know, we do have a lot of stuff in there, but also some FPV related stuff, and they're talking about these little micro gates. You guys are, you know, you might have seen it in some other videos, but what do we use in there, Trev? What do you use for those little gates?
We use, well, we're using LEDs, plus we're using hula hoops.
Yep. They're from Trevor's hula hooping days. That's what he did prior to FPV.
Yeah, I was a hula hoop champion. Yep. This has got what they call CL wire in it, which is this stuff here, which you can get off Banggood.
Can we plug that in?
We can.
Or is this going to take too long?
No, we can. You want to see us blow up live here?
Yep. This?
No, a battery.
How many cells? 3 is
good enough. There was one there.
See, this is why your workshop's too messy, mate. You can't find anything.
Your phone's in the way.
No, it's not. There. Bloody hell.
See?
Jesus.
Everything's got its place and a place for everything. You might see Grumpy Trev go up and smoke here.
Don't put him in the wrong way.
Put this in and...
Bang! No, it didn't even jump.
I never jump. Oh, no, that worked. No, it's not going, is it?
No.
There we go.
There we go. Alright, so you probably can't really see it with these bright lights we got on for the studio, but do you want me to plug those lights off?
Yeah.
No, we're good. You guys get the idea. We'll link this down below, but it's pretty much some, what is it, CL wire?
CL wire, yeah.
No, so I'll put a bunch of links down below anyway if you want to go check. Was it expensive?
No, it's very cheap.
How much was like this roll?
I think that was about $4 or something like that.
Alright, but you do need one of these little transformers.
You do need one of those transformers.
Anyway, all the junk for this sort of stuff, we're going to link that down below. Let's move on. Talk about some other, but they do look really good, don't they? I really like them.
We'll have a video coming up in this anyway.
Yeah, they make the track. This one's from Paul Rose. So, Stu, loving your content, always respect your views. Thanks very much, mate. How did you start to promote your content on YouTube? It seems hard to get any traction. Hope the little one is letting you get some sleep. Well, the little one, it's letting me get some sleep. Probably not as much as I would be hoping. So, yep, it is feeling a little bit tiring, but, you know, it's one of the joys of parenthood. But getting on to how did I start to promote my content on YouTube? Do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
No, you can go.
I would say, you know, just the biggest thing you need to do is make good content in the first place. Make content people want to watch. Don't really think so much of where you want to be. Focus on the audience that you have and just keep making good content. Keep putting it up there and people will come. And I would say one biggest tip, you know, use some forums and those sorts of things and find people who, look, I'm struggling to do this. I can't get my ESC to work. Well, that might be a perfect way to make some videos to, you know, if you find that need that people want, you can make those videos to help those people. And I think a big rule, and I see a lot of people sort of missing out on this, is when it comes to thumbnails, you've made this great video, it really helps people. You put so much time in there, and then they just take a still and put that up as their thumbnail. You really need to work on your thumbnails as well. So I know for me, I spend like at least an hour minimum on every single one of my thumbnails, and, you know, probably like 10 hours of video or something. I put a lot of work into my videos, but you definitely need to put like at least an hour, you know, into your thumbnails, or at least a percentage. At least 10% of your time should be going into your thumbnail. Trev, what about you? You stopped listening. But Trev, how would you promote your channel on YouTube? So you're just getting started, or like how do you go about promoting it?
Look, yeah, stick it up in places like Reddit, Facebook. Just post it everywhere you can, and you'll eventually start getting some hits if your videos are any good, for sure. Yeah, look, and content's important.
Yeah.
Don't make it, it's hard to say, you know, with that, just make it interesting. Well, ask your mates if it's interesting. If they say it's crap, we'll make it more interesting.
I'm going to say, no, don't. Make content that you're interested in. I think that's better advice, because then you'll enjoy making it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is let them watch it and make sure it's interesting.
Oh, so let them vet it.
Yeah,
and tell you. All right, okay. You did that for me, didn't you, for your first videos? You wanted me to watch them back and tell you what I thought.
Yeah.
Did I give you any advice? What did I say?
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
I did not say that.
Said you're not going to put that up, are you?
I did not. You probably can't even remember what I said. Anyway, we're moving on. This one's from J. Claude Stubble X. G'day, folks. You guys remind me of the Three Musketeers. Well, thanks very much. I have a question. Why is Cal always wearing a helmet and shield? Is he like cannon fodder of the team or something? You know, like an expendable tool?
Yeah, well, he's a wuss to start with, and yes, he is expendable.
Alright, yeah, because otherwise next week maybe we're going to be seeing Crash Test Kevin. If, you know, Cal, you're a little bit expendable, but you've still got a big place in my heart, Cal. So
yeah, and he whinges a lot all the time.
So yeah, we got him that safety equipment because we don't want to have to replace him.
No, we're sick of hearing whinges.
No, I'm just teasing. Cal, you're not expendable whatsoever. And it's just because a lot of it was for fun, but it was always good to be a little bit safe as well, because I don't want anything to go wrong. I never want to hurt anybody.
You just got him the stuff because you didn't want to kill him live on camera.
Okay. This one's from Josh Bartel. Love the vids and watch them all.
Barbell?
No, Josh Bartel.
Oh.
Love the vids and watch them all. Can you just flow your batteries down to storage voltage and leave them, or is it better to use a discharge, or a discharger, I think they mean? What do you store your batteries at? So you store them at 3.8, but what do you do with yours, Trev? So to get into storage modes, or how do you work on that? Do you just fly them down, or what's the deal?
Yeah, well, I fly them down to close to whatever storage mode is, which is, was it 3.8?
Trevor's trying to do some maths here.
Yeah, 3.8.
Yeah, that actually is it, exactly.
And if when I get home, I do check them on the charger. If they're not there, I put them on storage mode then.
I'm going to totally interrupt you. You're doing really well without no pauses or anything. This video is going to be easy to edit. Anyway, I just sort of killed that question, but I would say, Jib, what about when you fly them down? You're just like happy with them? If they come in close, or what's the deal?
Yeah, they're coming close. Lately we've been doing the track time we've been doing, you get a bit excited and you tend to push your batteries a bit further than what we normally do. So I've been checking them on all, and some have been a little bit low, but they come back okay, but I don't really want to make a habit of doing that. But yeah, down to that storage voltage, and they always come back anyway a little bit. So,
which is 3.8, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I would say my advice there, I fly mine down to about 14 volts, which works out to be about 3 volts per cell, 3.5 volts per cell on a 4S battery. And what I like to do about that with my type of flying, because I push them hard, they will bounce back to about 3.8. You know, and of course I do fly them around a lot. And sometimes, like Trev says, if I'm pushing it hard, I might sort of kill or push a battery just a little bit too much. But most of the time, if I bring it in at about 3.5 volts a cell or 14 volts, I come in, it's going to be around the 3.75 to 3.85, which is perfect for me to leave them, you know, for their sort of storage charge. And if they're not, stick them on that charger and put them into storage charge anyway.
Yeah, we usually have to put them out after you fly.
Brett Harris, I've been studying the hobby and watching the channel for well over a year now, just weeks away from getting all the necessary equipment for my first real quad. I'm going to say thanks so much for watching so long, that really means a lot to me. Where am I up to? One big question is, I still have is on the failsafe. A brief explanation on the purpose and setup would be awesome. Rightio. So do you want me to just answer this one? Pretty much a fail-safe, it's like what's going to happen if things go wrong. So what's going to fail so things can be safely? There's probably a better definition or something anyway. But essentially for drone pilots and racing drone pilots, when you fail-safe, what you want to happen, you want the quad to be going, and let's say you lose radio contact or something like that, you want the quad just to drop out of the sky. So that's the fail-safe we want set up. You can set up so if you lose that radio connection, it keeps going and all those sorts of things. You know, you can set your fail-safe, which is what's going to happen when you lose connection. You can set that to do what you would like, but I would recommend set your fail-safe up so when you're flying, if you lose radio connection, it's just going to drop out of the sky. That is much better, because sometimes they can land, they can burn out motors. If you have it just hold position or keep going, the quad is just going to keep going. You're never going to get that back. Good luck trying to get that back. And the way to set up fail-safe is really, really easy. I know on the FreeSky, the Tyrannus, put the quad in, you know, get the quad ready, put it into the position when it's disarmed, the throttle is at 0, press the little button on the receiver, it will blink a few times. That's how you set your fail-safe. I know on the XM Plus receivers and those sorts of things. So it's really, really easy, and it's just a system to what is the drone meant to do when it loses radio contact. And for drone racing pilots, we want it to drop out of the sky. Did you have anything to add?
No, I agree with it.
Okay. American Tuck FPV. G'day, Stu, GT, and CTC. Love you guys. My question is for Stu. Not really a question, but I know your passion is racing around with your mates and just having a fun time, but I'd like to see a freestyle flight from you, and maybe Trev and Carl could do one, and it could be a contest. What do you think about freestyle flights, Trev, versus your race flights? Because we do a lot of track flying, you know, so what's your take on all that?
Yeah, we don't get a lot of time to do freestyle, but we do it, and it's a lot of fun, so yeah, we probably need a bit of practice.
Why don't you do them more?
Because the tracks we're racing or going out at the moment are just so good. It's just so much fun just to fang around these tracks. And just do a bit of freestyle, just doing this and yeah, so that's okay, but it doesn't keep you engaged long enough.
Yeah,
so to me,
I think you can, if you watch Trevor's face when he's talking about track flying, like I enjoy freestyle and practicing those flips and rolls, and maybe I just don't have that artistic dancing ability in the sky like some amazing pilots out there do. But for me, when you get that track and you're just smashing the throttle, dropping the hammer, you're pushing it faster and faster, you're right on the edge of your seat, and it is on the verge of like losing control to where you can just control it at that sort of speed and your heart's racing. There's just something really special about that.
That's most of my laps.
And that's what I love, so that's why I don't do as much freestyle. Even though, look, I think freestyle is really, really fun, but I love it when we've got a track out there and you can just push it really, really hard. So, but I do think in the future maybe we should experiment a little bit more, do a few more freestyle flights, and we do them. I guess they just don't make it onto film, so you guys don't see them so much. So maybe, you know, I'm all up for a competition. What about you, Trev?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, and we'll get Cal in as well. So yeah. This one's from D Shank FPV. Second question, second channel I follow religiously. Yours must be the first, Trevor.
Hey, good.
So yeah, I hope you're sub to Trev's channel. Question for the week. The new age motors are getting bigger and more powerful. The KV rating is a range up to 2750 kV. How badly does it hurt the LiPo battery? Should I be worried? Or you want me to go? You go.
Yeah, no, you can go first on that one.
All right. I would say, like anything, you know, if you discharge your battery too much, it can get damaged. And if you're really sucking the amps out, it's not good for batteries to really discharge them at a crazy rate. But if you get a high quality battery, I think today's, you know, batteries, they can take the discharge rating. It might shorten the lifespan a little bit, but what you're sort of sacrificing, you're not going to be getting crazy flight times. There's no perfect mix between great flight times, great efficiency, great performance, great battery care, all that sort of stuff. It's a mix and match and a bit of a trade-off. So if you've got those really powerful motors, as long as you've got some, I guess, the correct, you're not over, no, I'm not even saying over-propping it. As long as you've got good quality batteries with some really powerful motors, they should be able to handle the discharge rates, but you're going to get very short flight times at a cost of that crazy performance. I don't know, anything to add, Trev?
No, not really. I really agree with that. So.
But too easy.
Yeah, it was easy.
This one's from Tube Chris. There we go. Have I received my 100k YouTube plug for my subscribers? Nope, not yet. So don't worry, I'll be letting you guys know when that turns up. I'm pretty excited about that as well. What about yours, Trev? Do you have yours turned up?
Yeah,
It's in the mess somewhere.
Yeah, it's out there somewhere.
Alright, Pete078. Hey Stu, now you've decided to go full-time with the hobby. Are you planning on doing any travelling to meet other bloggers or the FPV community in general? And I'm going to say absolutely. But Trev, I'm going to throw it over to you first. Who would you go and see? Because of course, Trev's part of UAVfutures. He's got to come along as well.
I want to go across the ditch and see Bruce.
Yep.
He's one of the...
He's in New Zealand?
Yeah, New Zealand.
So that's not too far for us.
He speaks a funny language, but we'll love to go and see the guy. He's one of the very first YouTubers I ever started to follow and still do, and I love his stuff. And Bruce is probably a bit like me.
Old?
Yeah, old, but he'll tell you exactly how it is, and I love that.
Yeah,
anyone.
You two would be fantastic together. We need to record that. Also, Run Cam Ron too.
Yeah, Run Cam Ron. Yeah, he's.
Alright, anywhere else you'd go? Well, that's it. The first stop for you is Bruce.
Yeah, that one. And look, I'd like to. There's a few places I'd like to go. I'd love to go to the States. A lot of guys over there.
Yeah.
Even the UK again. I've already met some guys over there last year, but. Yeah, certainly love to meet up with a couple of guys. So.
For me, I would definitely, you know, Bruce sort of did get me into this hobby as well. I remember watching his, like, how to build a quadcopter sort of build video where he had, like, Afro ESC. So thanks very much, Bruce. That did help me. I followed that very religiously. But I would also, you know, so he's probably the first person we're going to go and see. Can't wait to go and have a couple with him. And you can have a scotch. But, and the other people, you know, some of the Rotor Riot crew over there, Bull Buffett, I'd love to go over there, Joshua Bardwell. It seems like for me, the States, there's so many people that I consider like they are my friends. I talk to them all the time, you know, whether that be on Discord, Facebook or whatever. There's so many people over there that I want to go and say hello to. So those are some of the big names that I guess I'd be heading to the States after we go and see Bruce. Anyway, or maybe everyone could come here for a bit of an FPV party. Dunno.
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be cheap for us.
Yeah. This one is from Willbits FPV. What ideas do you have for storing spare props in your flight bags, so not in the individual bags? Trev, how do you store yours?
I take them out of their individual bags. I have two bags. I have a left and right hand.
You bag. Do? You've got, their bag, yep. I've been hanging around you way too much.
And that's how I store them. And last week I had all right hand ones, remember that?
Yeah, you couldn't find the other one.
Yeah.
We were a bit grumpy.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how I do it.
Alright, I'm going to show you guys right now how I store mine, because I've got my bag here at Trevor's place. I store mine like this. So pretty much what I do, because I've been flying a lot of the Cyclones, I just put a little zip tie through mine, and that's sort of how I store them all. They're still in their individual bags, but they're not getting all over the place or getting lost. So that's my little tip. This question is for GT.
Ooh.
On a scale of 1 to 10, How handsome do you think you are? 1 being Crash Test Cal and half being Stu. 1 to 10. Come on, Trevor, quick, give a number. How handsome are you? Cal's a 1, I'm only a half.
1 to 10?
Yep.
I reckon I'm a bit of a Bo Derek.
Well, I don't even know what that is, but anyway.
Doesn't know who Bo Derek is.
Okay. Should I move on?
Yeah, but anyone that's sold will know who Bo Derek is.
Anyone
so what do you
that's
reckon,
old.
guys? Yeah. Yeah. Well, not necessarily if they've seen the movie.
So this one's from Simon Bench. Hey guys, great video. Trev, how do you feel? Trev, how did you feel when Stu let you know that the rooster was yours to keep?
How did I feel? Oh, I'd have to say I was pretty excited. I nearly laid an egg.
Did you just think of that, Ben? What happened to your rooster, by the way? Here it is. Take that off. Oh, that's an old motor. What happened?
Well, I was flying this...
Do you want me to put the video for you flying it, the flying footage somewhere? That little card should crash. And then just give us the 10-second version, Grumpy. So what happened in the end?
Okay, well, I was flying this. I was really fanging it around and getting some really good laps. And this boulder got in the way of it. And we all heard the crack, and I'm thinking, this is not going to be good. But went and picked it up. It did break a motor.
You took that. You've taken that bell off. You've been trying to work on that.
The bell's knackered. The motor's still okay. I haven't done anything with this frame yet. It hit that hard, to give you some idea. All the wire ties broke. Or cable ties, whatever I call them, that are hot in the ESCs now. Zip ties, yeah, even those. They all just broke off with the force, and all the ESCs were forward. So that's how hard it hit. There's not a mark on the frame. It did destroy my GoPro though. I had a GoPro Session 5 on there. The lens broke internally. There's no marks on the outside of the camera. And so you can see the footage on my channel.
Okay.
But
long story
it's still in one piece.
Trev smashed it really, really hard, and so hard that all the ESCs flew forward, broke all the zip ties, busted a motor, and there wasn't a scratch on the frame. Broke his GoPro, the inside glass. Go watch that video. Right?
Now, wouldn't you just say that?
Yeah. Alright, we're moving on, Bo Derek. This one's from Alan Nichols. Hey guys, really enjoy you guys' content. What is the best hot soldering iron to buy for working quads?
Once Stu's got in his
For
bag.
working on quads. Yeah, what?
Yeah, I like that one. That I don't know what number.
That's the TS100. I actually have that here too. So I always take it. You guys can't see me. I always take this to the field. This is the TS100. I'll leave a video up here too. There should be a video above Trev's head. This is it right here. And I know a lot of people who use this as their, like Cal uses this as his main soldering iron. I just plug mine in with a LiPo from the field, and then I can do some soldering. This thing really, really heats up very quick. So I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, it's not like me.
Anyway, I think that's a really good soldering iron. Go and check that out. I'll put that in the link down below as well. So I know a lot of people use that. This one's from Andrew Shermgard. Stu, if you won a 14-day cruise and you had an extra ticket, who would you choose to take? Either Trev or Cal. Who would you take? You can answer that. Roles reversed. Trevor's going to go first because I already know my answer. Who are you going to take? You got a 14-day cruise anywhere you'd like, and you can take Cal or myself. Who's coming with you?
Well, that's a hard one. I suppose you're the easiest one to understand, because if you're way down the other deck, you don't have to go like that and know what you were saying.
So I would just leave the 2 empty seats and go by myself. But that's not true. Honestly, if we did win a 14-day cruise, that would be a lot of fun. And I would buy an extra ticket so all 3 of us could go, because it wouldn't be the same without all 3 of us here. Cal, you should be here, mate.
How could you let her fly around the deck?
I don't know. Like, it doesn't stipulate in this question. But yeah, if I won a 14-day trip, I would buy an extra ticket for the 3rd person who can't come. Anyway.
You'd see 3 guys having the DTs when they got off the ship, because we wouldn't be able to fly for 2 weeks.
I'm glad we're just going to move straight on. Fly High FPV. Stu, your vids are the best, and you're the well, thank you very much. That's a very nice statement to make. And you're the reason I'm flying today. I just wanted to give you a big thank you. Thumbs up, fist pump. Still finding out if I pinch or thumb to fly. Have you guys tried thumbing, throttle, and pinching, pitch, and roll, or vice versa? So for me, how do you hold your sticks? How do you hold your sticks when you're flying? For me, I thumb them the whole way, and that's pretty much just from playing video games my whole life. It feels natural. That's what I do. That's what I use. And look, I know people say they get more precise control when they're pinching, and that might be the case. But for me, I'm not going to discard, I guess, you know, my entire life, or 20 years of playing video games and muscle memory and moving my hands and dexterity just to get back on the pinching bandwagon. So look, I'm really happy with flying thumbs. Cal does pinch, you know, so what about you?
Yeah, thumbs.
Yep.
Definitely.
And what would be your advice? If just use what? What one would you say to use?
Whatever's more natural.
Definitely, yeah. 100% agree. Pilots fly both, yeah. This is a good cup of tea, actually.
I'll finish mine.
Yeah. Yours drink yours and yours is way too hot. This one's from Itchy Robot. I think I've had one of your questions before, so thanks always for tuning in. What's worse, Vegemite or a Devin sandwich?
No, both.
Devin, by far, is worse. Vegemite's actually pretty nice. You guys out there, I know we get made fun of it.
Devin and Vegemite?
No way, that would be terrible. Devin on anything is bad. But for those of you who don't know what Vegemite tastes like, I want you to think of like...
it's our national dish, isn't it?
It actually does sound disgusting when I just say some salty, yeasty spread that's black tar. You put that on a piece of toast. But it is the bomb. It is pretty good on some fresh white bread.
Oh, it's good on anything.
Anyway, that was actually the last question, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Drop those comments down below. I'm going to say go and check out our Discord as well. There should be a link down to that because we've been smashing the Discord this week. We only released it sort of this week. How many hours do you reckon you spent on Discord this week, Trev?
Can't you tell by the eyes? I've been talking to guys all over the place. It's been a hit. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if you haven't tried Discord out yet, get on there. If you're lucky, you'll get a chance to talk to myself. And if you're unlucky, you'll get to talk to Stu.
And how would you explain to what Discord is to those people out there? Or they might think, oh, I don't know how to use that technology, or I don't know how to do that on the computer. How easy was it to jump into Discord?
It was a piece of piss.
Okay.
Now you got something to beat.
Yeah, and how long do you reckon it took you to get set up and get talking? Because you can actually do like some live voice chats and all those sorts of things. Grumpy Trev's got his own chat channel in there. How many people? You had like 30 people in there you just voice chatting to
we just,
the other day.
Whoever comes in, and the guys from all over the world, and you know,
do you want to give a shout out to any? Is there any you've been consistently chatting to every night?
Yeah, there's
I'm going to shout out to Fisted. I know I've seen him on there a few times.
Yeah, he was there. Makik or so. It's Chris though. He's actually an Aussie. Another guy over in Amsterdam.
So people from all over the world. We're not going to go through them all because I know you've been spending a lot of hours on there. Every time I message Trev, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just on Discord. But so
just keep in mind that we're actually talking to them. We're not typing to them.
You can type if you want, but if you want to jump on and just have a voice chat as well.
The voice chat is really cool. So if you haven't tried it, give it a go. It's fantastic.
Anyway, so that's a bit of enough about a rant about Discord. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Drop your comments down below for next week. Also put some love in for Crash Descal because he's not here. So big shout out to him. We're going to get him back soon. You know, so put some comments or tease him. Whatever you want to do, put those down because he can't believe how much, I guess, you guys want to see him more, so put those down below. He's really enjoying it. Subscribe for more FPV-related content, and as always...
Catch you later.
No, happy flying!
And catch you later.
Happy flying!
And catch you later.
Well, that's good, Trev.